Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel. It's John here on a murky old day in Lincolnshire. It's time to MOT the Black Knight. Roll this window up because sod's law, would you believe it, is just starting to spit about with rain. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and it's time to take the Black Knight for an MOT. Would you believe it, everybody in Lincolnshire is on this road this morning. Oh, I've forgotten how heavy that steering is. Right, good morning then. So it's just gone 7 o'clock. I'm driving to the MOT test centre in the Black Knight. It's the 1.5 GL special edition. If you haven't been made aware of this car, if you know nothing of this car, where have you been? It's a show winner, you know, and actually it's an absolute unicorn. And now people use that term unicorn quite loosely, don't they? This is a unicorn. There is only one left in the world. I've covered 13,034 miles in the car from new, supplied by New Park Motor Group back in 1989. In my research, it is the earliest surviving Proton still on the road in the UK too, which is quite cool, isn't it? Heading on down to the garage then, I don't foresee there being any problems. However, the last time I drove this car was a year ago to the Festival of the Unexceptional 2022. Things I'm going to be doing on the way, making sure the brakes are okay. I've pumped all the tyres up before we've gone. I've charged the battery up and I've checked obviously all the oil and bits and pieces. I am a little bit upset it's starting to rain, but it will give me an excuse to get my microfiber out when we get home. If you haven't already smashed the like button and the subscribe button, please do so. There'll be some footage of the MOT test in progress, and hopefully some footage of me driving home saying the MOT was a roaring success. As you can see then, made it safe to the MOT test centre, and there is the Black Knight on the ramp ready to be tested. A little bit of rain on the way, nothing too major, and you can see the wonderful decals and the actual metallic paintwork glistening in this video. Better, there's Neil, he's my MOT tester, great guy, shout out to him. He owns King's Garage in Stickney, yeah, he lets me have a look around the car when we get it up on the ramp and have a look round it for the channel. He's going to do the MOT testing side of things while I film. There we are then, I'm in the MOT observation area. He's just doing the emissions test, and you can see the car on the screen there as well with the CCTV. Shout out to Neil and his orange smart car, by the way, you can see outside. How awesome is that? What a great thing. Emissions test underway then and done, and you can see what a great result. Massive pass, no issues there, and that is just a testament to these cars. A thumbs up from me. Right, we're sending her up then. Let's take a look underneath. I must admit, I don't have a ramp at home. I haven't been under this car for a very long time. Let's see how she's looking. Sills looking good then. You can see there's just a little bit of surface muck on those sills, but no rot, no rust, anything like that. I certainly didn't expect it. And no oil leaks, which is good news. I was hoping there was no oil leaks. I knew that the car was bone dry when I moved it, so that's good news. Looking under there, looking at that engine block a bit better. Again, no leaks. That cat looking good. And even the sump looking good as well. Front arms, okay, a little bit of surface rust, but no major issues. Under the body of the car, you can see it's all been treated, and just how clean it really is under there. Those arms looking good as well. Fuel tank, and if anything, the exhaust has got a little bit of surface rust on, but nothing that I am going to be concerned about before we do the MOT. This sill then, the driver's side looking good as well, and up into that arch. Again, no issues on this side. Clean bill of health from me anyway. Really chuffed to see that underneath the car. Neil's looking at the front suspension and the tyres and the brake pipes and all that sort of stuff at this time. And he's sending it down so you can have a good look at that. He's done both sides. Now he's taken it out to put onto the rolling road and test the headlights as well. We test the parking brake, or I say we test, Neil tests as part of the MOT, the parking brake and the brake efficiency. And there's some footage here of him with the car on the rolling road, and he puts into his machine the braking weight of the car. I think it's 190, and it gives you a percentage. I think handbrake's got to be more than sort of 16%, and parking efficiency, braking efficiency is got to be more than 50%. No issues. That's it then. Just about to leave the MOT test centre. I'm going to just concentrate as I get out of here, because the last thing I want to do is squawk the front end up. That's a good Lincolnshire word, isn't it? Squawk. Another clean bill of health, another year's worth of motoring, ready to rumble. There's the big old 80s steering wheel going past. It is chucking it down with rain, which I'm gutted about, but one thing I will say is at least it's not salty roads, because the last thing I want is for there to be any salt. No advisories, no problems found. Winner, winner. You can see from the video how clean the car is, and actually how meticulously well I look after it. Next job is to get it back in the garage and leathered off because I don't want this rain obviously to mark the paintwork and the glass. And you might think that's a little bit weird, OTT, unusual, a little bit sad. Maybe, but I'm a car guy, I'm a car person, I love my car, I love my cars, and this is in really good condition. And like anything in life, if you look after it and if you maintain it, then it lasts a lot longer, and that's my ethos. So you might think it's a bit sad, you might think it's a bit weird, maybe you do it yourself, let me know. One thing I want to just point out is I'm going past a place here called Coupland's Beer House. It's in a little town called Stickney, or a little village called Stickney. Coupland's Beer House. I'm not sure it's any relation to me, especially because I don't actually drink. It would be terrible for me to have the Coupland's Beer House. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below. Are you enjoying these sort of MOT style videos and these sort of talking to the camera videos, or do you prefer me behind the camera looking at something a bit more interesting? If you have enjoyed the video, smash the subscribe button please if you haven't already done so, and if you haven't already pressed the like button, please do. I know it sounds silly and all the YouTubers say it, but it does help with my analytics and my algorithm. Oh, and one more thing I need to tell you. This week I have just ticked over 250,000 views. Now that is unbelievable, 250,000 views on my little videos. So thank you to everybody who has supported the channel. Until next time, have a great day, whatever you're getting up to. I'm going to go and enjoy the murk and the rain in Lincolnshire. Take care. Goodbye.